South Africa's ruling party wants to criminalize racism. This is the African National Congress, also known as ANC. They are currently the ruling party in South Africa, and they have called for a law criminalizing racism in the country after a Facebook post complaining about black beachgoers went viral because on January 2nd, a real estate agent named Penny Sparrow complained on Facebook that trash left on a beach from New Year's celebrations was the fault of black revelers who she described as uneducated monkeys. She also happens to be a member of the opposition party, the Democratic Alliance, and she later apologized for the post, but she denied she was racist, and she continued to defend her position that the black monkeys were the ones spreading trash on the beach. It's so funny when you say, oh, I apologize for the post, and I'm not racist, but I stand by the statement that black monkeys were spreading trash on the beach. How is that really an apology? And I don't understand those apologies.
This is classic South Africa. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I guess it's you can stand by your statement that she said she wasn't being racist.
Right. She's not a racist.
Maybe compared to some of her, coworkers and peers,
yeah,
that's mild racism.
She has been suspended by her party, but now what we're seeing is that Moloto Mathapo, who's the ANC's spokesman in Parliament, put out a statement saying, oh, our party wants specific legislation criminalizing, quote, any act that perpetuates racism or glorifies apartheid. And now things just blew up. Free speech concerns. What do you mean you're going to criminalize racism? Does that mean you're going to criminalize ideas? Well, I guess not. They said they would criminalize any acts that perpetuate racism or glorify apartheid. So I guess thinking racist thoughts isn't criminal unless you put those thoughts somehow into action in a way that maybe makes people think racist ideas are okay.
Would a tweet qualify as that?
Would a tweet qualify as that? I don't really know. And then as a side note, it's unclear whether the ANC is the best sort of arbiter on what is and is not racist, because Jacob Zuma, the black president of South Africa, has sung "Kill the Boers," white people, on live television. And if I were to say, oh, we've now criminalized acts that promote racism, you would think singing a song like that on television as an official would fall under that, would meet that standard, so to speak.
I think so. Yeah, it's there's just no way you could pass a law that's ambiguous and expect it to be enforced in any realistic way. It just seems like a crazy idea.
Does it ever, we talk about hate crime legislation. We talk about laws in parts of the world that criminalize Holocaust denial. Does it ever make any sense, either pragmatically or idealistically, to try to ban an ideology?
Well, what about the ideology of ISIS? I mean, could you ban that?
You can't
it's basically the ideology of kill everyone who doesn't agree with you.
Again, you can criminalize acts. So if someone believes in the ISIS ideology.
But Holocaust denial is also basically an ideological thing.
Right.
And that's criminalized in some places.
You are, yeah. So I think where it's simpler is if you say, you can think whatever you want, but as soon as you start planning to take action or inspiring, catalyzing violence by preaching these things in public, that can be a criminal act. And that's where Holocaust denial is very, very controversial. That merely saying, I don't believe the Holocaust happened, you're not necessarily inspiring anyone to take any action by that.
Well, it depends on how you're saying it.
Sure.
I mean, if you're standing in front of a crowd and you're saying, I can offer proof, you should believe what I'm saying about this. There's a fine line between just expressing your opinion and trying to convince others.
I don't know how fine the line is. I think that's definitely a conversation we could have. I think it's quite a gray area, but this is going nowhere in South Africa. I think we would both agree on that.